Okay, so this is my iPhone XR review. What is going on, guys? Apple World here. So this is my honest iPhone XR review. I actually really wanted to test out the iPhone XR before I actually gave you my honest opinions. And I think I actually have an opinion that I can actually give you with this phone. And starting off with the design, just look at these colors. They're just absolutely fun and beautiful. I mean, I love the red, I love the blue, I love the white. They're absolutely amazing. That is one of the things that I really like about the iPhone XR. Now, are you serious, Nikias? You only like this phone because it actually has fun colors? No, but it's actually a really big part of it. I mean, they're just really fun phones. They're, you've got the coral, you've got the yellow, you've got a bunch of colors, and they're just honestly awesome. The form factor is actually really comfortable, coming at 6.1 inches. It's not as small as the iPhone XS, but it's definitely not as big as the iPhone XS Max. So if you don't like big phones, don't worry, this phone isn't too big. And if you really don't like small phones, don't worry, this phone isn't that. It's right in between both. And I really like this size. I wish the iPhone XS came in the 6.1 inches because it's honestly a really good size. The iPhone XS is really slim. This is actually pretty wide, but it's not too wide. I feel like this is the perfect size for an iPhone. Now, as you guys know, the iPhone XR does not have 3D Touch. And in a bunch of videos, I've said that I don't really care about it. I don't even use it. Now that I haven't been using my iPhone XS, now that I've actually been using this yellow iPhone XR, without 3D Touch, all I can say is that I miss it. And 3D Touch is actually pretty useful. Peek and pop. I thought I never used it, but now that I actually, don't have it, it's like, it's actually pretty useful. I mean, peeking and popping on messages, on tweets, on, I don't know, whatever it is. I peek and pop a lot, and I didn't know I actually did that often now that I actually don't have it anymore. Now, of course, we get Haptic Touch on the iPhone XR, and it, of course, works really well. If you actually want to open up the camera, you simply have to hold down instead of pressing hard. It's fine. Haptic Touch works perfectly fine. It works perfectly as good as 3D Touch, but you can't peek and pop, for example, on the iPhone XR. So that's one thing that's just keeping me away from the iPhone XR. So is the LCD display on the iPhone XR that bad? I mean, people are really hating on this display. My opinion is that it's a great LCD display. In fact, it's the best LCD display I've ever seen on a phone. So of course, it's not a bad screen at all. People who are saying that the LCD display on the iPhone XR sucks, they have no idea what they're talking about. Those people that probably criticize it, they've never actually seen it in person because it's honestly amazing. Now, if you actually compare it to the OLED display on the iPhone XS, of course, you are definitely going to see the difference. And that's basically one of the main reasons that I'm actually keeping my iPhone XS instead of my iPhone XR. Yeah, I just told you which phone I'm keeping. I'm keeping the iPhone XS primarily because of the display. I mean, that OLED display is simply so good on the iPhone XS. The colors of the LCD are definitely so good and they're super accurate. And one benefit of an LCD display is that since it's not as good as the OLED display on the iPhone XS, for example, it actually saves so much battery. And let's go ahead and move over to battery on the iPhone XR because it's simply amazing. With the iPhone XS, it doesn't last me through the whole day. With the iPhone XR, I mean, these guys definitely have a great battery. They take me throughout the whole day, and that's primarily thanks to the LCD display. The A12 Bionic chip on the iPhone XR is the same chip as in the iPhone XS and on the iPhone XS Max. Now, what does that mean? That you're getting a beast of a phone. I mean, this phone, this guy, the iPhone XR is incredibly fast and powerful. I haven't had a problem with speed, of course, because it's simply lightning fast. That means you can do everything you love without lag, such as listening to music, playing AR games, taking photos, and all of the stuff that, of course, we all love to use in our phones. Let's go ahead and move over to the camera, because the camera on the iPhone XR is the same as the iPhone XS. And let me tell you, if you haven't watched my iPhone XS and my iPhone XS Max review, links in the description down below, you guys should definitely check it out. I'm in love with the camera of the iPhone XS and of course the camera of the iPhone XR because they have the exact same camera. As you guys know, the iPhone XR does not have a telephoto lens. which is of course a downside. I mean, that is of course why this phone is actually cheaper. Why the heck did my flashlight actually go on? There we go. Portrait mode on the iPhone XR works just as well, such as in the iPhone XS and on the iPhone XS Max. But of course, you don't get that telephoto lens, so you won't be able to take portrait mode with the telephoto lens, which is actually interesting because in some occasions, I actually rather the iPhone XR to take portrait mode photos because of course, it won't actually zoom in your subject. Sometimes it's better to use that telephoto lens with portrait mode, but sometimes I actually like taking, such as the photo that I took with my sister that you guys just saw. It's actually kind of nice that you don't have to use the telephoto lens. Of course, depending on which occasion, but I just don't understand why Apple on the iPhone XS and on the iPhone XS Max, why they don't let us take that portrait mode without that double lens. That's something that they should improve with an update. The iPhone XR has a beautiful glass back, which of course enables for wireless charging. Also, the iPhone XR is rated IP67 instead of the iPhone XS, which has an IP68 rating. I actually did a water test with the iPhone XS, so if you guys haven't watched that, of course, it's linked down in the description down below. So next week, I'll be uploading a comparison video with the iPhone XS versus the iPhone XR. Which one should you buy? Let me just give you a quick sneak peek of that video. Which one should you get, the iPhone XS or the iPhone XR? If you're a person that really takes technology seriously, if you really like OLED displays, if you like having the best screen out in the market, get the iPhone XS. You're also getting stainless steel borders, which in my opinion look more premium. The iPhone XR, it's a really fun phone. You get a bunch of beautiful colors that really, I honestly really like the design of this guy. I haven't missed anything else apart from the LCD display, apart from the OLED display within this week that I've been using it. It's still an amazing phone. The camera on this thing is still amazing. Don't worry. There's so many people that are like, I don't really know which one to get because the iPhone XR really sucks. It doesn't suck at all. It's actually an amazing phone. But I'm keeping the iPhone XS simply because, first off, of that gold color. The gold color on the iPhone XS is absolutely beautiful. On the iPhone XS, you also have stainless steel borders, which is honestly something that I really like. This phone looks really, really premium, and I really, really like that about it. You've got the telephoto lens, and you've also got the OLED display. I already have the iPhone XS, so I simply have the option to choose. Since I'm a tech YouTuber, I can honestly choose phones. I actually test them out, and I can actually choose. If I didn't actually have the option to choose, I'd actually go probably with the iPhone XR because it's way much more affordable than this guy, and it does the exact same thing. So that's my opinion on the iPhone XR. It's not enough for me to ditch the iPhone XS because it's honestly an amazing, beautiful phone, but it's still an amazing phone. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts on the iPhone XR? I'll be uploading a comparison video next week, and I'll hopefully be uploading tomorrow a color comparison video, like an in-depth color comparison video within the 6 colors. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Yeah, I'm actually returning and selling it to friends. Like, there's a bunch of phones that my friends want, and I'll be selling and returning a bunch next week. So next week we will be done with iPhone XR content. So let me know in the comment down below, what videos do you guys want to see within this last week of the iPhone XR. So now for real, that's pretty much it. That's it for my iPhone XR review. Please give it a big thumbs up if of course you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments down below once again, what are your thoughts on the iPhone XR. If you guys want to help support the channel and buy some awesome t-shirts, make sure to check out appleworldclothing.com. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next one. Peace.